on the edge, because this is something which is very critical, and we all have relationships in our lives which are not going well. We want to improve them, and there are relationships which are at a certain stage and we want them to take it to the next level. So please be very attentive in this session and pay your 100% and participate. And keep reading along when Shruti is reading. Thank you. Please continue,
Yeah.
Shruti.
In the
You'll
land.
have to show me on the screen, the
Yeah,
Yeah,
next
yeah,
screen.
can you move the screen, please?
yeah, yeah. And the land name is Okinawa.
Yeah,
Jagdeep is
okay.
a group.
Yeah, Okinawa
Okinawa.
in Japan. Yeah, that's right.
Okinawa, yeah, I was also forgetting.
So go ahead, Shruti.
So I can just see day three, magical relationships. Can you switch the page?
Yes, you just start from there and then we'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
From Imagine. Okay. Just scroll it down. Yeah. Imagine if you were the only person on earth, you would have no desire to do anything. What would be the point in creating a painting if no one could see it? What would be the point in composing music if no one could hear it? What would be the point in inventing anything if there was no one to use it? There would be no reason to move from one place to another because wherever you went would be the same as where you were. No one would be there. There would be no pleasure or joy in your life. It is your contact and experiences with other people that give you your life, joy, meaning, and purpose. Because of that, your relationships affect your life more than anything else. To receive the life of your dreams, it's vital that you understand how your relationships affect your life now and how they are the most powerful channels for gratitude to start magically changing your life. Science is now confirming the wisdom of the great sages of the past, with research studies showing that people who practice gratitude have closer relationships and more connected to family and friends, are more connected to family and friends, and have other people look upon them favorably. But probably the most astounding statistic that has come out of research studies is that for every one complaint about another person, whether in thought or word, there have to be 10 blessings for the relationship to flourish. Any less than 10 blessings for every one complaint, and the relationship will deteriorate. And if the relationship is in a marriage, it will most likely end in divorce.
Yeah.
Gratitude
So,
makes relationships
yeah,
flourish.
Shruti, please. I just want to add something
Yeah,
here.
I just wanted to add the line.
Yeah. So here, the author is talking about, then if there is one complaint or one thing you have about anybody, you criticize somebody or blame anybody, you have to bring that relationship to the same level. You have to give 10 gratitudes. And we don't know about this formula, and I don't know how many complaints we have done. So when she's talking about the relationship between husband and wife, and it says that if this continues, the relationship deteriorates and may end up in divorce. So abhi kya hai कि for husband and wife, there is an institution called marriage and there is a law called divorce. But there are so many other relationships we have, like parents, like siblings. उसमें तो ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. So what happens ultimately? There are people who have not spoken to their parents, their mother, their father for years. They're so disconnected with their parents because something happened and they complained and they kept on complaining, and this relationship started deteriorating. And it has come to a point when there's no communication between them. Similarly, with brother and sisters, there's so many of them. Like I know personally, so many who are taking coaching from me. They are not talking in talking terms with their brother, their sisters, because something happened and they started complaining about it, and they kept talking to people about it, anybody and everybody. So every time it is, piling up, it is piling up, and the relationship is going down. So that is the formula. So when I was talking about Karwa Chauth today, so it is a very auspicious and special festival in North India, which is called Karwa Chauth. It's a fast which a woman keeps for her husband's long life, happiness, and health. And I personally know such women that throughout the life, throughout the year, they are just complaining about their husband. ये ऐसे हैं, ये वैसे हैं, ये नहीं करते, ये वो नहीं करते, ये घर में ऐसे कर लेते हैं, बच्चों को पूछते नहीं है, मेरा कभी हाल नहीं पूछा, मुझे कभी चाय नहीं बना के दी. Throughout the year doing that, and one day they are keeping a fast for them. And even during the fast, they will be fighting with them. What is the point? It is not going to bring any good. The only formula is for one complaint, 10 blessings, 10 gratitudes. So if you really want this relationship to go to the next level, I suggest, I recommend, and the choice is yours. Anybody who is there on this platform and fasting, that instead of doing fast only today, keep writing the blessings every day for your husband. When you're writing 10 blessings, keep writing about your husband and see how things will start altering in your relationship. So this is my invitation to you.
Yeah.
Try it on, see if you find any change. So for any relationship for that matter, if there is one complaint, the formula is very simple. The moment you have complained about somebody, as a human being, we have tendency. Even I do it. After so many years of practice of magic, it's a very human thing to do, yaar. Criticize karna to hamara hak hai, bhai. But now we know. But when we criticize, when we blame somebody, uska end result kya hone wala hai? So now, since we know that, we have a choice. Do we want it to deteriorate, or we want to maintain the same level or take it to the next level? To maintain at the same level, you need to give 10 blessings, 10 gratitude for one complaint or one blame on one criticization. Right? And
Can I share something?
give me a moment, please.
Okay.
So this is the formula. Apply it in each and every relationship, wherever you want, and see magic happening around you. Yeah, Shruti, you want to say something?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've consciously stopped complaining and grudging for many, many years. But there is this step forward which we have done yesterday about, actually writing down the blessings and the three people which we did, you know, what are the good things about them. And like writing down 10 blessings, I think it's a step forward, because even if you're not complaining, but you're not appreciating anything, seriously, like you just kind of write off. So that doesn't really,
It's
I
not
think,
writing off, Shruti. It's not writing off
I
because
mean,
it
you
can,
don't focus so much on
yeah,
the good things. Then,
yeah. So,
even if you're not focusing on negative, so writing off means you kind of move away, like you're there, but you're not
yeah,
moving
I want to
forward
make a
towards a
correction.
better, yeah,
Yeah,
to better
yeah,
better
yeah.
relationship.
Shruti,
So
I want to make a correction here. So
okay.
if you're not doing it today,
Hmm.
how many have you done in the past? So if you want the relationship to improve,
Yeah.
you don't even have the count. If for example, if somebody is complaining about her
Yeah, yeah.
mother-in-law,
Past, yes, of course. Even,
yeah,
like sometimes we don't do it verbally, but we do think. And I think even the thought is an action. I do totally
obviously,
believe that. But like
obviously,
you said, we are human,
yeah.
when we have this thing coming from the other, because it's a mutual thing, right? Relationships are very mutual. So
So that is
negativity,
why, that
yeah.
is why. The moment you start giving gratitude, you will find change happening in the other person.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
experienced it yesterday.
Great.
First
So
time.
congratulations and keep doing it.
Thank you
And
so much.
and please continue.
Yes. Okay. Increase your gratitude for any relationship. You will magically receive an
One
abundance
second,
of.
one second, one second. Start from gratitude
Okay.
makes relationship.
Gratitude makes relationships flourish. As you increase your gratitude for any relationship, you will magically receive an abundance of happiness and good things in that relationship. And gratitude for your relationships doesn't change only your relationships, it also changes you. No matter what your temperament is now, gratitude will give you more patience, understanding, compassion, and kindness to point where you won't even recognize yourself. Okay, to the point where the 1 minute. The little irritations you once felt and the complaints you had in your relationships will disappear. Because when you're truly grateful for another person, there's nothing you want to change about that person. You won't criticize, complain about, or blame them because you're too busy being grateful for the good things about them. In fact, you won't even be able to see the things you used to complain about.
Yeah. So I would like to share something here. I used to be a very angry person myself, very frustrated. And then I did Landmark, and I've been associated with Landmark for 8 years, did number of courses. Then I was also in the faculty. I was a seminar leader. And it has drastically changed my life. And then magic came into my life. During that period only, the magic came in my life. And I'm a totally changed person today because I have started practicing gratitude. And it's not that I have done or achieved something, I'm still learning it. But to some levels, to some degree, I had started applying it. And there's a sea change in my own behavior, in my own temperament. And I remember when I had just started going to Landmark, and I had a driver, and I used to be so annoyed with him. I used to be firing him all the time. And then over a period of time, saw how much I have mellowed down and how much I have become understanding and all. And he still quotes whenever he meets me. He said, "Didi, मैंने तो आपका वो वाला रूप भी देखा हुआ है." So it is true. When you start practicing gratitude, it not only changes the relationship, it changes you as a person. Yeah, please continue.
We can only be said to be alive in those moments when our hearts are conscious of our treasures.
Yeah,
Thornton Wilder, 1897 to 1975, writer and playwright.
yeah,
Words are very powerful. So when you complain about any person, you actually harm your life. It is your life that will suffer. By the law of attraction, whatever you think or say about another person, you bring it to you. This is the very reason why the greatest minds and teachers of the world have told us to be grateful. They knew that for your life to be magically for your life to magically increase, you have to be grateful for others, just as they are. What if every person close to you said, I love you just the way you are? How would you feel?
that is what we are always looking for. So in every relationship, we want at least one habit of somebody which we want to change. It could be,
Yeah.
if it is a husband wife, हमेशा करते हैं आप कि वो तौलिया नीचे क्यों फेंक के जाते हैं बाथरूम में से निकल के आके बेड पे क्यों फेंक के जाते हैं एंड यू वांट दैट टू चेंज एंड यू ऑलवेज nagging him, cribbing about it, but it's not going to change. But if you accept it the way it is and you stop criticizing or stop nagging that person, there'll be peace. And this is exactly about us. There could be things people don't like about us, and they could be telling us all the time. and we get annoyed कि मुझे बार बार ऐसे क्यों बोलते हैं, मैं तो ऐसा ही हूँ या मैं तो ऐसी ही हूँ. Many people say that, isn't it? मैं तो ऐसी ही
Right.
हूँ, मैं तो ऐसा
Yeah.
ही हूँ. Yeah. So similarly, it's for other people also. वो जैसे हैं वैसे ही हैं. Embrace them na, the way they are, with their good and their bad, because they will do the same for you. So that is what it says. Accept others the way they are. And that will happen only when you start counting the blessings. Please continue.
Today's magical practice is being grateful for people just as they are. Even if all of your relationships are currently good, they will increase with more magnificence through this practice. And with everything you find to be grateful for in each person, you will see gratitude perform its breathtaking magic, and your relationships will be stronger, more fulfilling, and more enriching than you ever thought they could be.
Yeah, I had shared about my boss. Yeah, in the last couple of sessions, I think I had shared about it. So I had started paying gratitude to my boss, and our relationship has magically improved. Magically improved. Whereas,
Choose
like, yeah, whereas it was always that I was cribbing, I was always criticizing, I was always, sharing with people. This is what she did to me. This is what she said, and it was going bad. It was going bad, really bad. And then I was doing this practice when we were doing during the lockdown, and I started doing this gratitude for my boss, and magically things start, changing. Her behavior towards me, my behavior towards her, that bonding started becoming stronger and stronger every day. And today we are best of friends. Yeah. So
Wow.
this has happened recently. So
Lovely.
I just wanted to share that. Please continue.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Choose three of your closest relationships to be grateful for. You might choose your wife, your son, and your father, or your boyfriend, your business partner, or your sister. You might choose your best friend, your grandmother, or your uncle. You can choose any three relationships that are important to you. As long as you have a photograph of each person, the photograph can be just of the person or both of you together. Once you selected your three relationships and photographs, you are ready to set the magic into motion. Sit down and think about the things you are the most grateful for about each person. What are the things you love most about that person? What are their best qualities? You could be grateful for their patience, ability to listen, talent, strength, good judgment, wisdom, laugh, sense of
So
humor.
we go slow, please.
Okay, sorry. Sense of humor, eyes, smile, or kind heart. You could be grateful for the things you enjoy doing with the person, and you can recall a time when the person was there for you, cared for you, or supported you.
Shruti, I would request you to read it again slowly from
Okay,
you.
okay. There were so many words, so I just
Yeah, Puran, please go
very
back.
full
Yeah.
speed. मैं फिर से कर देती हूँ.
You could,
Once
you
you have selected your three relationships and photographs, you are ready to set the magic into motion. Sit down and think about the things you are the most grateful for about each person. What are the things you love most about this person? What are their best qualities? You could be grateful for their patience, ability to listen, talents, their strength, their good judgment, wisdom, laughter,
it is love.
I know, laugh, sense of humor, eyes, smile, or kind heart. You could be grateful for the things you enjoy doing with the person, and you can recall a
Or
time,
or you can.
or you can recall a time when the person was there for you, cared for you, or supported you. After you spend some time thinking about what you're grateful for about the person, put their photograph in front of you. And with a pen and notebook or on your computer, choose the 5 things you are the most grateful for. Look at the photograph of the person as you make your list of 5 things. Begin each sentence with the magic words, thank you. Address the person by their name and then write what you are grateful for. Thank you, their name for what? For example, thank you, John, for always making me laugh. Or thank you, Mom, for supporting me through college. When you've finished your lists of all 3 people, continue with this magical practice by taking the photographs with you today and putting them in a place where you will see them often. Whenever you look at the photographs, thank the person by saying the magic words, thank you, and the person's name. Thank you, Haley. If you are moving around a lot, carry the photographs with you in your bag or pocket and make an effort to look at the photographs 3 times during the day, following the same procedure. Now you know how to use gratitude's magical power to transform your relationships into magical relationships. Although it is not part of the requirement of this book, you may want to take this amazing practice and use it every day, if necessary, to make every relationship you have magnificent. You can use it on the same relationship as many times as you want. The more you can be grateful for the good things in your relationships, the faster every relationship in your life will miraculously change. Nice. So that's
Yeah. Jagjit, one thing I like to share that as we already practice and we complete the assignment. So yesterday, uh, late evening, I was just doing this assignment and मैंने कला की
Puran,
कला
sorry for interrupting you. Can we just finish the magic practice and then take the sharings, please?
yeah.
so magic
Magic
practice
practice
number 3. Magical relationships. Should I read? Continue reading?
Yeah, please, and go a little slow, huh?
Okay. Repeat steps 1 to 3 of magic practice number 1. That is, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. At the end of each blessing, say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, choose 3 of your closest relationships and collect a photograph of each person. With the photo in front of you, write 5 things you are most grateful for about each person in your journal or on your computer. Begin each sentence with the magic words thank you. Include their name and what you are specifically grateful for. Carry the 3 photographs with you today or put them in a place where you will see them often. Look at the photographs on at least 3 occasions. Speak to the person's face in the photograph and thank them by saying the magic words thank you and their name. Thank you, Haley. Before you go to sleep, take your magic rock in one hand. Say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So the practice is very simple. So, number one, you have to continue with writing your 10 blessings and follow the same process. Write 10 blessings, read them aloud or read them and write why are you grateful, what are you grateful for? And then read each blessing and feel it and say thank you, thank you, thank you. And today's practice is that you have to choose 3 photographs of close relationships. And as the book also has clarified, so it has to be their picture or their picture with you. It cannot be a group picture, or there cannot be more people in that picture. So it could be only that person's picture or picture with you. So you have to choose 3 relationships of yours which are very important to you, and you really want to cause magic in that. So pick 3 people, take out their pictures, keep it with you if it is possible, or these days it is very easy. You can put it in your mobile and do this. Write 5 things about one person, look at the picture, write 5 things starting with thank you and their name and what for, and say thank you again after completing that, and keep that picture with you throughout the day today, and look at it at least 3 times and say the word thank you, like thank you Puran or thank you Shruti. So similarly, you have to do this practice. Move down, please, Puran. Scroll down. Yeah. So we have covered all this. And last thing, which we have to continue doing every day, is your magic rock practice.